Random art videos by a tattoo artist. Hello everybody. So today we're going to be remaking a Monster High doll. This is Abby, the abominable snowman, Monster High body, into the Nightmare Before Christmas Sally character, or Sally from the Nightmare Before Christmas. You may know her as. So this is very tedious work, I have to say. It's a little bit harder than if you had just a plain doll, because you have to take out her hair and of course redo her face. But I think it's really worth it. I really like the results so far. I don't know if I'm going to do two parts, if I'm going to have me doing the head, the doll head with the hair and the face, which is a whole job on its own, and with me coloring the body and doing the clothes for the body and putting on the shoes and the socks and all, those details. I don't know if they're gonna be two videos or if they're gonna be together. We shall see how things go. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. We're gonna jump right into it because it's a lot of work. And one last thing I want to say, I am using a different head. I'm not using Abby, the abominable snowman or snowwoman, for the head of Sally. The head of Sally came from a Frankenstein doll from Monster High. I just thought the features were just a little bit softer for Sally. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoy, and let's get into it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all those happy things that keep me running. And yeah, keep watching. Alright, so we're jumping right into it. This is me removing the hair. This is just some random video that I recorded for you guys to see how I do it. I basically just scrape the inside with a cuticle pusher, and then I take my tweezers and I remove all the yucky glue and hair that's in there. And then I'm using acetone to remove the makeup. It takes a very long time. It's much harder than you would think it is. It takes a while. Pure acetone is the best. I'm using my regular nail polish remover, but I totally recommending just going to the beauty supply and getting 100% acetone. Now, the acrylic yarn. So how to make the hair. So you want to use 100% acrylic yarn so that it's shiny. Trust me, I bought wool yarn the first time. I bought 2 bundles of wool yarn, and it just comes out frizzy. It just comes out poofy, ugly. It's not shiny. Even if you iron it, it's not shiny. So what you're gonna do with this acrylic yarn is you're just gonna untangle it. You're gonna tie it around a stick. You're gonna untangle it, all the same length. I would leave it pretty long because you're gonna end up. Once you comb it out with the cat brush, you're gonna be remained or left with a little bit of hair, and then you're gonna iron it. I use my flat iron at 300 degrees, and then you comb it and iron it and comb it and iron it until it's like the desired texture that you want. As you can see, like the back pieces at the top, I didn't really care too much about it being perfect. Like if it had some crimps in it, it was fine with me. That's just my personal taste. I like it to look like hair, like it's worn in, like, it's actually been ironed like it is, instead of just, perfect straight hair. But if you're going for that perfect straight hair, you can totally achieve that with acrylic yarn. I glued it around the head. There's a ton of tutorials on YouTube to show you how to glue it around the head. I can make one for you guys if you want, if you end up wanting a tutorial on it, on how the pattern goes and how to place the strands in order to, make it very like wig-like. And then here, so what I've done already in this footage, and you cannot see, obviously I didn't show you guys, is I've sprayed this doll twice with Mr. Super Clear. So I sprayed it once, waited 30 minutes, sprayed it again, waited 30 minutes. You have to wear a mask with Mr. Super Clear. It is very toxic, it is dangerous, and you have to do it outside. And then here you can see the blue powder that I'm using is soft pastels that I've just sawed onto a piece of saw paper, that's sandpaper, sandpaper, I don't know English, it's okay. Anyways, sandpaper, I've, just sanded it down onto the sandpaper, and I'm just using, I have these very specific, precise brushes. I know there's artists that use makeup brushes, however, but I'm just mixing different blue tones and white in order to get this tone that I have here. You can also see I have black, and that I'm mixing with that dark blue in order to deepen the eyelids. I'm working on the sockets, I'm working on the contours of her face. Sally doesn't really have any blush or anything like that. She doesn't have any, brown contour. She's a character. She's not natural. So she has this blue skin and these blue eye sockets, and that's what we're using to contour her. You saw in the other footage that I even did her nostrils. That was a quick little image of what she looked like after I sprayed her. She's gonna look a little shiny at first until she dries, matte or flat, whatever you got, whatever kind of Mr. Super Clear spray you received or ordered, or I'm now working on her eyes. I'm using acrylics to work on her eyes, and when you put acrylics on top of this, it kind of turns a lot lighter and mattifies it. It allows you to blend it with the pastels. I'm just creating this eye look that I kind of really like for Sally. I didn't want to add any lashes or any harsh lashes. Honestly, I looked at so many different Sally dolls and decided what I did and did not like from them, and then I just did my own doll that way. So I knew what looked good to me and what didn't look good to me, and those were the decisions that I made for the doll. Of course, all her eyes and her lips are all acrylic, and of course the white highlights are acrylic. You can use watercolor pencils. There's people that use watercolor pencils. I just had acrylics, so I decided, and painting medium is one of my favorite mediums, so I just decided might as well just use acrylics if I can. I'm adding her stitches. Sally's stitches on her face are white. The rest of her body, they're dark stitches, and you're gonna see when I actually do her body paint, because that will be the part 2 of this video, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, so her stitches on her face are white, so that's what I'm working on, and now I'm just adding, just fixing the extra details in her eyes, that highlight that maybe came out too thick. However, we need to fix it. So you can see I covered her hair. There is some footage where her hair isn't covered because I took off her cover. For some reason, forgetting that I would need to spray her over and over again with Mr. Super Clear in between these painting jobs, right? So here I'm just removing her, cover of her hair, and I'm fixing her hair. And that is her hair and her head. That's basically her head complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned to see the creation of her clothes and her body paint. I hope you guys enjoy this little series that I have, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Random art videos. by a tattoo artist.